Pinpoint weather on NBC5 News is brought to you by the Cow Creek Umpqua Tribe.
Hey, welcome back at ABC5. Looking out on the Manor Cam to start off this Monday morning. We have a partly cloudy sky. We have a few of the light spotty showers to our north going into Douglas County, Coos County. Not much in rainfall is expected from that activity. Cold front has cleared out to our east. It's left us with a little bit chillier temperatures. Still not too bad out there. It feels it's at 48, 7 degrees colder here in Medford compared to yesterday. Morning wind speeds are calm and not much more expected for today. Besides it being the cooler day of the forecast, ridge of high pressure to bring the heat as we're getting through the rest of this week. Now, it's going to be a little bit chillier for tonight. Could even see some frost in parts of our area, even into parts of the West Cascades. We'll get into those low temperatures here in just a minute. But the main thing as we head into the rest of this week, more sunshine and heat is expected. We're looking well above seasonal temperatures now. We've had a very kind of cooler start to spring. This is going to be a very quick warm up. In fact, nearing possible record heat as we're getting into the later half of this week. So here's the low pressure system and here is the ridge building out to our southwest. And this is going to be building up into the northwest as we're getting through the next few days. And again, this is going to be a quick ridge and it builds in and kind of stays put as we're getting through the rest of this week, and nothing to really move that ridge out of place until we're getting into the weekend and heading into next week. And that's where we'll start to see temperatures cooling off slightly is going to be into next week. So we're going to be dealing with the heat. We kind of get a first taste of the spring and even a little taste of some summer-like temperatures on the way as we're getting through this week before things start to cool off. So looking at that temperature trend again, well above seasonal high temperatures, could be up to around 15 to 20 degrees above that seasonal high by the end of the week. And we'll start to cool off as we get into the next week, looking at more of those 70s returning. So yeah, get ready for the heat. Now, in terms of when is the earliest we've reached 90 degrees, we see some of the earlier dates, April 7th, April 13th. So this isn't going to be one of the earliest dates we've reached 90. In fact, we'll be within the top 10 if we get up there Thursday or Friday. We'll be right into around the later half of April to reach that 90-degree mark. Now, for the coastline today, we're looking at those highs into the 50s, a cooler day, especially a little bit further north, a little bit more cloud cover. You see Brookings getting up to around 58, dropping into the 40s, partly cloudy sky for tonight. In the West Valleys, highs will be into the 60s. Again, not too bad of an afternoon, diminishing clouds into that mostly sunny sky. But for tonight, again, it's going to be a little bit colder. Could see some frost for areas in the West Valleys getting around that 35 to 32 degree mark. East of the Cascades, still going to be cold in the morning hours. Looking at those lows in the 20s. Highs today going to be into the mid and upper 50s. But again, after today, that's when the heat takes over. And about a 10-degree climb each and every day through Wednesday. Then we get into that 5-degree climb Thursday into Friday. And you see the record highs as we get into the end of the week. 95 on Thursday, 96 on Friday. So doesn't look like we're going to be breaking those highs, but we're definitely going to be very close. Saturday's still a little questionable with that high of 90. Could tie, if not beat it, before we start that cooling trend into the start of next week. Klamath Falls area getting close to records as well with those highs into the 80s. Morning lows warming into the 40s after the 20s here for tonight. Slight breeze for today. Northern California also looking at 80s, potentially getting into the 90s, nearing that record heat. Otherwise, we're going to stay a little bit cooler for today. So enjoy the cooler weather before things turn warm. Now, the coastline looking at some 70s, potentially as early as Wednesday, and staying into those 60s, lower 70s through Friday, but starting to cool with a bit more cloud cover this weekend.